Well, hello YouTube. Good morning. Here we are. Have ourselves a start to a beautiful minus 40 Celsius morning. Great day to be indoors. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. So pretty much it's a beautiful day if you're an Eskimo or a penguin or a polar bear or something. But hey, after a while the minus 40 even gets to us Canadians. I guess it's the way it is for winter, right? You get your warm and then you get your cold, and it seems to be in cycles. Well, I was expecting a package today from the US of A. However, when I go on to the website and track the package, apparently now there's a big delay saying it's going to be later than expected. So I'm not 100% sure what the delay is, but it's probably got to do with the cold or the weather. You know, I'm assuming probably the freight probably comes on airplane. And the airplane could be, iced up or so, right? The packaging, when you track it, of course, bounced around the states, crossed the border, and came through Manitoba, past Saskatchewan, and went to Edmonton, Alberta. The funny part is if it did come by truck, then it drove right through this little town. However, it probably did come by air, and then it goes from Edmonton back this way, which is a little bit odd, but I guess that's the way, things seem to work. Well, I was going to do a cold start video on the Silverado, but I think I will be nice to it and not start it. Sometimes when you do cold starts on minus 40 like this, you end up with trouble, so instead, I'm just going to plug the truck in and let the oil warm up, and we'll worry about doing the famous cold start videos when it gets a little bit warmer. You know, if you have no reason to go out with the truck, then why start it, right? Well, of course, just kind of going the normal routine for the day with the old editings and the uploadings, trying to mash together footage to make some kind of videos. Getting things squared away and planned for upcoming videos, trying to get everything kind of going in a routine and keeping everything together. I wanted to go out and film a Maxwell's Mind episode, the new one. However, with the package not exactly where it's going to be, I'm not sure if I should go out or not, and risk losing the package or having to reschedule another delivery date or so, right? Well, one thing I'm thankful for is having a place that's warm, having a place that when I get cold I can go in to warm up on. There's a lot of people that don't even have the basics of indoor heat. They have to find their own heat and shelter, whether that's squatting in somebody's garage or in the cities. You know, they do have shelters or transit systems that they can hide out in until they get kicked out of. But that's one of the things we take for granted is things we call necessities, but they really are luxuries. Life can survive without them. However, having these luxuries makes them a lot more bearable, right? Really makes you wonder what our great-great-grandparents did when they came over here, the pioneer days. They must have been really, really tough and strong people to wake up, 4 o'clock in the morning and have to fight the minus 40. Granted, I know they probably did have a wood heat, but still, the fire would have died down a bit. It wouldn't have quite been as warm as what it was when they went to bed. You know, they still would have had to have fought the cold when they were outside feeding the animals, or, you know, tending to home repairs or other things, right? You know, imagine taking 2 or 3 days to travel, you know, 3 or 4 hour road trip, you know. And nowadays we travel the same distance and not think nothing of it in just, you know, a couple hours, right? Things have changed a lot in the last, you know, 60 years, 100 years, you know, even 60 years, you know, things have changed so much. And just imagine if you took your great-grandpa and were able to bring him back and show him all the changes that went on, the things that he worked for that are gone now, or the things that he worked for that have grown, and show him how, you know, would they lose their mind? You know, I'm sure my grandpa would. There were things that my grandpa had no idea about, didn't understand, and when he passed away, things were simpler then. In the last 15 years, things have really took off even more and changed. He wouldn't even recognize this town as being the town that he lived in for all them years. But pretty much, guys, gonna go inside, warm up a bit, see what's gonna go on for the day, and yeah, you kissed her. See y'all then. A little bit of a afternoon update. Well, of course, after this morning, went out and did a few things. Went a couple of appointments, got them over and done with. Filmed a Maxwell's Mind episode. Trying something new. Trying to, like I mentioned earlier, get things focused a little bit onto the what the original intent of that segment or episode is. Hopefully we can get things turned back around and everything works out from there. Well, of course, I got the package that I was tracking on the wonderful UPS. It showed on up. Probably, I never asked, you know, what the delay was, but probably had something to do with the cold. You know, the truck didn't start maybe, or whatever, and maybe it was too cold, so they just didn't run for a couple of days, which then throws things behind. But it well, it works out in the end, right? You know, if I had something major going on, like they were wedding invitations or something that was extremely time sensitive, you know, then I could phone and complain or whatever. But it didn't really put me behind at all. It didn't cost me any money to have to wait an extra day or two. And well, really, we are all at the mercy of our machines, whether it's, you know, electronics, vehicles, whatever. And when it comes down to weather, we really can't control what goes on with weather, right? So of course, it's all good. Opened them on up. Turned out exactly the way that I wanted them to do. So it's all good, right? So currently just uploading the footage to, well, the computer from Maxwell's Mind. Hopefully they turn out, like I said, trying something new, so we will know how it goes. We will either have picture-in-picture, something different there, or just a simple voiceover. If it's a simple voiceover, I'm hoping the position of, well, what I used to pick up the voice with worked. If not, then I'll have to reshoot it or something. I need to work on my script type delivery system. These 2 episodes that I shot were done scripted, if you want to say, where I read from a piece of paper. Usually I just wung it off the top of my head, and it's kind of worked for the first 20 or the last 20, but being scripted, you have to read from a piece of paper, and then sometimes it becomes difficult. So if it didn't turn out the way I want it to do, then I may have to drive the footage and then come home and do the voiceover reading off the computer screen or something. I don't quite know exactly. We'll have to remedy that when the time comes, or if the time comes. Well, just trying to stay warm on our, well, beautiful day here. And, well, it is kind of the way winter is, right? looking at the extended forecast, it is supposed to warm up in another 3-4 days. It's been a weird roller coaster of winter weather, so. But gonna go back inside, see what other trouble I can cause, and then, well, probably see y'all this evening. We come to the end of another day. Well, it was a good day. It was a interesting day. I did a pre-edit on the new format of the Maxwell's Mind video, and I think I can make something out of it. The new format needs a little bit of tweaking, but, well, we'll get something going from there. We'll have to see how it evolves from there, and, well, see what becomes of all that. Well, as you see, we're getting some snow. That would explain why I was feeling what I was feeling earlier on today. But pretty much, guys, gonna end her all here. Like I said, today was a good day. Tomorrow's another one. Around and around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.